So, hey everybody, this is Cameron from GoldenCam Media, and today we're talking with one of our successful clients, Dr. Aaron Fletcher, who's one of Atlanta's most successful facial plastic surgeons, and we're just going to be talking a little bit more about how we came in and created some content and just kind of the results that we got from that. So, Dr. Fletcher, I kind of want to just hand it over to you at this point. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, and what it is that you do.
I'm basically a solo practicing doctor, and I have a practice that's centered around ear, nose, and throat and plastic surgery of the face.
Got you. Cool. So before like like working with us on video content, when it comes to I guess getting content out there, what types of problems or maybe like issues were you like facing with getting content out there?
I think the main problem I was having before coming and working with GoldenCam Media was just like setting aside the time and the production uh, capacity within my practice because I'm usually very busy and
Right.
it can just be hard to find time to do it.
Yeah, and that I get it because you're busy, clinics going on all day. So when it comes to like working with us in that experience, like what was your take on that process? Like how was that process for you?
It was pretty seamless. I mean, it was pretty easy to arrange the time to do it once I had someone who could actually come out and do it. And then once I did that, it was pretty easy for us.
Got you. And from the content that we were able to create, like the social media reels, like how was that content? Did it kind of like hit the mark on what you were looking for?
Yeah, so far I think I've gotten a lot of good feedback about just the way it was produced and the way it showcases our practice and just gotten a lot of good feedback on social media from it.
Gotcha. And I guess some of from that feedback, like what's been, I don't know, maybe like a highlight or maybe a recurring theme that you're seeing from that content.
Just, people, I guess, feeling like they have a better sense of what I do. Some of the comments are just, kind of just affirming, what we do and how we do it, and a lot of people appreciate the behind the scenes, look at what we do. So I think it's been.
Yeah. Was that, I guess before we created content, was that something that you were getting a lot of questions from people on? Like we want to see what's going on behind the scenes. Like can you tell us?
Yeah, I've created some content in the past, but I think it was not as focused on sort of the day-to-day look and feel of the practice. It was more focused on like an overview of like, how I go about my day in general, but not necessarily focus on the practice itself.
Got you. And just having that content out there on social media, how would you say that's like potentially like impacted your business on like a day to day basis?
I think it's created more awareness for what we do. Social media can reach pretty much the whole world. And so,
Hmm.
I've seen a lot of shares on the content and
Yeah, awesome.
a lot of following. And so,
Got you. So I guess the last question I want to round it out with, if there's anybody who's maybe, I don't know, on the fence about, like working with us or like booking a call to like talk about how we could potentially, do some video content, what would you tell them?
I would say give it a shot. Like I think the offer was great, and I'm glad that we did. We took the time to do it, and I think it's going to be something that we can use over and over again. It'll be an asset to marketing the practice that we can continue to use to drive more business. So I would encourage anybody to work with Golden Cam on just like providing sort of like the background story of what you do. I think people are looking for that kind of content. They want to know more about what the person is like, and some of the background sort of activities that a person does rather than just kind of like talking about what you do. People want to see it in action, so I think it's a great way to do that.
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. So I appreciate your time today. Again, thank you for, giving us the opportunity to earn your business and looking forward to, seeing the practice continue to crush it in the future.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.